Hi guys, Andy here. I wanted to show you guys the comb out that has to do with those foam rag rollers that I posted up. So I wanted to show you how to quickly brush that out and style it, and how you can do it every single day. It's very simple, very easy, just with a few quick tools, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I usually sleep with a silk scarf. I can't find my silk scarf, so I had to use a cotton one, which I really don't suggest because it gives you the strays. So with the video that I had on the foam rollers, I like to part my hair down the middle. First I do my bangs. So I put my bangs. Always spritz your hair with lightly a little bit of water just to make it a little tiny bit damp, but not too wet because it won't dry overnight. I like to do 6 rollers on this side, 6 on this side, and there's no particular way. The only thing I do like to do is the 2 sides right here, basically your sideburns, if I could find it. 2 sides right here, I like to roll inward because what I like to do is kind of frame my face. The rest of them, you can go crazy. Do them however you want. So the things that you need for this brush out is, you need a nice bristle brush, and just a little teasing comb with a pick at the end. And I like to use a little bit of Suavecita, and the pomade is actually really good for strays and flyaways. I actually have really frizzy hair, so this works really well, and a little bit goes a long way. Really good hairspray, so I like to use Aquage, and this is actually really good. To get started, just start taking out these foam rollers nice and slowly. You don't want to tug and then pull your hair. These foam rollers that I have a tutorial on, and how to make your very own foam rag rollers with this fabric, is actually really good to go to sleep in. They don't hurt you. You don't have that plastic strip that's kind of poking at your head. You end up with a headache, and it really disrupts your sleep. First couple times you use these foam rollers, it's gonna be a little weird, but you get used to it. I'm definitely used to it. When you sleep in these foam rollers, don't worry if like the pillow's kind of moving the rollers in a particular way and maybe kind of loosens it up. Don't worry, as long as they're still tied, it doesn't matter. Don't worry if you look like you have Shirley Temple curls. That doesn't matter. You're gonna be brushing that out. I think that's one mistake that we make when it comes to overnight curls, or even just using a curling iron. We don't brush out. We need to brush out these curls, because then you'll end up having a very Shirley Temple curl. So you want more of a natural look. You're gonna want to brush it out. Unless you're just dressing up like Shirley Temple for Halloween, you shouldn't have Shirley Temple curls unless you're 5. Make sure you have all your rollers out. I do this because it saves me a lot of time because I work, so in the morning it's just really quick and easy for me to roll these out and brush it out. But one time I was in a rush that I forgot one of the rollers in the back of my head, and I went to work like that. So yeah, make sure you have all of them out. So I'm gonna leave my bangs there just really quick. I wanna go over it with a little bit of Suavecita pomade. Okay, make sure you take a little tiny bit. I don't know if you can see, but that's a little tiny bit. Put it in your hands. It was a little tiny bit. Just go over your whole head of hair. Roller on my bangs, gonna leave that there. So you're gonna brush this out. You're gonna wanna make sure that you do it very slowly. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get rid of those Shirley Temple curls, and what you wanna do is make it look more natural. So you're blending in, just like your makeup, you're blending in your curls together to give yourself a wave. Then I like to get the pomade once again, a little bit more this time. Do the same. Rub it in your hands, and then first go over the top very lightly. You don't want to put too much in your hair on the top because you don't want to give it that greasy look. Go through it with the curls. This also helps to make your curls more long lasting. Okay, go over it again with your bristle brush. See what a difference that pomade makes. Now, if you still see some strayaways or some problem areas that you want to go over again with the pomade, do that, but use a very minimal amount as possible. So finally, it's time to do my bangs. If you guys do have bangs, I suggest curling it here. You want to give yourself a nice little pump curl up front. Take a little bit of pomade, rub that in your hands, and then put it through your bangs. And take your bristle brush and then comb that out. Then now going to the teasing part. You're gonna take your teasing brush, okay, and you're gonna back comb. All right, so comb the whole thing from your face, from the root to the end. Don't be worried. Tease the whole thing. Crazy, right? I'm not gonna leave you there. take your bristle brush and lightly comb on the outside. Never stick the bristle all the way into this to the bangs. What you're gonna wanna do is you're just gonna want to kind of form it and then comb all those strayaways inside of it and all of that. So depending on your preference on how you wanna style your bangs, for myself, I just like to do a nice little side curl. There goes the dogs. Okay. If you feel like it's not as moldable, you can re-tease it and then just start over. I think I might need to tease a little bit more of this so that I could mold it and make it a little bit more permanent. See, like you could put your thumb in between your bang curl right there and then kind of lightly comb the outside so that you don't see any of the teasing that's underneath. Make it a little bit more natural. During this process, you could kind of put more pomade into your hands so that while you're molding the your hairstyle, you're also smoothing it out. Right, and then if you have some extra pomade, go through your hair, comb through your hair if you need to. So what I like to do with framing my face, I like to just take a little bit of this teasing brush backwards effort. Just give yourself a little bit of volume on the sides. So I like to grab this piece of hair right here and backwards combing, okay, and then comb out those little frayaways just to give it a little bit of volume right here on the ends. You can back comb some of those curls if you want more volume. So very lightly if you want volume. In the mornings I do this really quick and easy, and then I'll finish off. Then I'll finish off with my hairspray. Make sure you really concentrate on those bangs. Now don't drench it because you don't want to make it that really thick, shiny finish. Now, I don't do too much fancy work. I just try to do these tutorials for just us, you know, regular gals, and I'm not a makeup artist, I'm not a hair artist. Styles from home, and so I hope that it works out for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And very simple pin curls done with some homemade foam rag rollers. Comb out at night. Tonight, if I wanted to do my style, I just take out my sections, comb it out, separate my hair in between here, and do my 6 sections on each side. And I'll just lightly comb it out, spritz some water again to make it a little tiny bit damp, and then re-roll it, and then you're good to go, and you'll make it last a lot longer. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and stay tuned. I'll hopefully have some more ready for you guys, and enjoy.